Oracle Tim here. So we have a lot to go over today. Tweets overnight came in from Elon stating that he will be paying over $11 billion in taxes. Okay, well, we knew he was going to be paying a lot in taxes, but does that mean that he is done selling for the year? Well, we'll get into that in a moment. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys. Last night, the live stream was amazing. So I think I'm going to end up doing that probably once a month. And ironically, the way this channel has been growing, it might be once a month that we're doing our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So that would be great timing. So thank you again to all of you guys for your support and feedback on that. So looking at the stocks this morning, we're looking at some pretty deep red to start the day. And it's market wide, so it's not Tesla specific. Tesla's down about 2.5%. So we might dip under 900 today. Based off of what I was reading from Gary Black on Twitter, he calculates out about 10.8 billion sold in taxes from Elon so far, but Elon said he's paying over 11 billion. So does this mean that Elon has just now done the math because he didn't know the prices that it would have been before? So he does still have these 3 sales planned. Honestly, at this point, I don't know. I've heard a lot of whispers saying that he is definitely going to be finished this year. Again, this is why nobody knows what's going on. So many things can come out. Elon can make a tweet and throw a monkey wrench in all of our thoughts. This is the reason why I made my video yesterday about just planning ahead, just planning for the worst, planning for anything. And having that sideline money allows you to be more agile and able to adjust to whatever happens in the situation. And so just to play out a couple of the scenarios that we had discussed on Saturday, knowing this, and I did some math on it too, and I don't know the specifics behind all the taxes, but doing my rough math came out to be about the same as Gary's. So it's probably about right there. And then ironically, as I was going through that whole tweet thread, I saw that somebody had pointed out that he has sold 12.9 million shares in stock from his stock options. And by the way, 12.9, I mean, that was quite ironic. So I don't know if that's what it was. Maybe that's what Elon meant. Again, we'll know over the next week. Actually, this week alone, we'll find out. I think this week, if he has even just one sale, we'll know that he'll probably be done by the end of the year. And so we'll figure that out, and obviously we'll pay attention. But looking at the way the stock is trading this morning, if he sells today, we could definitely get down to 850. The whole market is hurting pretty bad right now. So if he has sales going through, and we know that there's people that are going to have buys in just under 900, we know that there's going to be people with buys around 850. And so between those two, we'll keep the stock elevated above those levels for a short time. So there's probably going to be a struggle right around 900, maybe another struggle around the 850 mark. Whether we drop below that or not, I don't know. I think the macro environment will determine whether that happens or not. But again, if Elon sells today, that's probably what's going to happen. Now, don't forget that this whole red market wide, it's going to be temporary. Anytime we have FUD dictating the direction of the market, FUD is emotion. We have talked about this before, and determining, your portfolio based upon FUD and emotion is not a good thing. And if you are able to take your emotions out and step outside of that and see what truly is out there for what the market means, FUD means it's an opportunity for you to buy. Again, this is why we plan out for that. So if you guys can take your emotions out, see where the stock is trading, this is a great opportunity. If you look at the red in the market and always be like, oh my God, this is the end. No, it's not the end. This is actually the beginning of something great, and it's the beginning of a great opportunity for you to be able to get yourself better dollar cost average before the stocks rebound. And so if we do have Tesla coming down to 850 or even below 850 based upon macro environment, or if Elon does finish his sales off, take that step back and say, all right, what do we have coming up? And what are the reasons why I still want to be in the stock? Well, there's a lot of gigafactory parties that are coming out in January. all of them. So I believe they're doing this, and I haven't gotten through all of Sawyer's tweets to go through all the details, but they've got gigafactory parties at their gigafactories everywhere. I didn't see any for Fremont, but definitely Austin, Berlin, and Shanghai coming in January. So these are like grand opening parties to celebrate what's going on. So think about the fundamentals of Tesla. You are now going to have 4 factories running full bore. Again, we don't know for sure with Berlin. There's a lot of BS delays going on over there, but it's going to open eventually. I mean, the factory's built and ready to hit the ground running. It's just a matter of when. And any delay, may put it off by a month, but don't forget the first couple of months are super low volume. So they'll probably work on speeding up the ramp on that. But they've got this. We've got the roadmap coming up. I mean, I don't know about you, but I am crazy excited for the roadmap. I know everybody is crazy excited for the roadmap. So we may end up in a situation where we get a buy the rumor, sell the news. It's totally possible, unless the news that Elon gives us is just so mind-blowing that that it's not worth selling on that news. We shall see when that happens. Plus, I do expect to have good Q4 numbers, but based upon November's numbers, if December's aren't as good as we thought, now granted there's a lot of cargo ships out there still waiting to come in with a lot of deliveries on them, but if for some reason those still get delayed and don't come through because Elon said himself they're not pushing hard for deliveries at the end of December. So if that's the case and numbers come in good but not outstanding, that could lead the market to be like, they were great, but we were really expecting more. That could lead to some softening after the Q4 earnings as well. So we might see that run up into earnings and then a little bit of tapering off afterwards. But either way, I think in January, we're going to have the clarity. And the one thing the market does not like is uncertainty. So if we can get that clarity at the end of the year based upon we'll know for sure if Elon is going to be done selling or not, because we'll be done with the year. So if he has his 3 sales, great, he's done, we can move on. If he hasn't finished his sales, we'll know that his sales will continue after January 28th. So either way, we're going to have clarity in January, and there's not going to be any sales in January themselves. So we will take it from there. And then we've got the parties, we've got the excitement going into, Q4 earnings, and then the only uncertainty we have at that point is the uncertainty of excitement. And that is what can give us that euphoric rally going into Q4. And so for the next 2 weeks, I definitely see some great buying opportunities in Tesla. If he does finish selling, I think that the last day of his sales, once people recognize that it's a selling day, because a lot of people have definitely noticed a pattern on those trading days. So if we do see that, I think we're going to end up seeing a lot of buying coming in on that day. So just watch yourselves if you are waiting for him to finish selling before you end up buying in your sell. So just pay attention to that. I would say if he finishes 2 sales in the next 2 weeks, kind of set yourself up to make a purchase maybe the day before his next sale, because we don't know when it's going to be. I'll try to keep you guys posted if I see any patterns, like if it's a Monday, Thursday. But either way, just prepare yourself for once he's done with 2 more sales to give yourself that opportunity to jump in maybe on the last day of his sales. Let me know in the comments below, do you think that this means, Elon's tweet means that he's done selling for the year? Or do you think he will continue and finish selling off this year? At this point, I think he might still, because he said over 11 billion, so he might still be finishing his sales. We will see, but let me know in the comments below what you think. And again, thank you so much. Last night was one of my favorite nights being on here on YouTube and just having this more personal one-on-one discussion with you guys was amazing. I loved it. Thank you so much for that. So I definitely look forward to doing that again at our 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Otherwise, if you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications, and I will see you guys all later. Thank you so much. Have a great one.